Today it is sixth session, and we will start now. We have covered yesterday NIST cybersecurity framework, risk assessment, risk response and treatment, understanding and apply risk management concepts, and evaluate apply security governance principle, alignment of security functions, business strategy, goal, mission, objective, organization role and responsibilities, governance, risk and compliance, GRC, cyber crimes and data breaches and questions. Yesterday we have discussed all about this, and today we'll start types of control, identify, analyze, and prioritize business, continuity requirement, BA and PT, testing times, and attacks, different attacks, cyber kill chain, SLA, and MTD, RPO, RTO, WRT. What is the important and main, and BIA, of course. BIA is very important. Business impact analysis. Ready, sir? We have discussed this thing how to pass. We'll
Yeah, yesterday we discussed. Yeah.
yes. So this will help you. Now, sometimes I think Assis has asked what is the data classification and data labeling. So I have answered these questions on that day, but I think I have to highlight, as I said earlier, data classification is a broad where we distinguish, like it is government, related to government data, or private, or MNCs, or you can say that it is related to uh, hospital, medical services, or other simple services. And when you label this, means I was given that one simple example, that when you process the file, means physical files you process, especially in government. So on the top of the file, we write that it is confidential, right? A top secret, something like that. That is the level. We it works like a deterrent. Means suppose you are not authorized to see that what is the matter in the file. So when you have written that this is a top secret, so it will not open because it is not for you. And suppose you have not written anything, and some other person got to file and started seeing, then it will be disclosed. So that it works like deterrent in the physical file. But when in the digital scenario, we'll label this top secret, confidential, public, private, all these. So it was, we will cover these topics in details in domain 2, but he has asked that, so I have included this. Clear now, ready, sir? Data classification and labeling, I think it has been clear now. More clarity. Okay. And key difference is, it is when you do classification, it talk about the system framework, why and what. And when you do label, then it categorizes inside the system how sensitive it is. Next, types of control. Uh, we categorize to on based on two things. First is nature and implementation, and another is work basis, function purposes. So there are three types: administrative control, technical control, physical control. Physical control, we can distinguish that we can touch this, and physically it is available. You can see and all, like guard, bumps, barricades, fences, CCTV. You can see and touch this, biometric, mind drive. All are physical controls. Then technical controls. This is technical in nature, like firewall, IDS, IPS, antivirus, authentication, system, access control, list ACLs. Simple. Administrative controls like it is direction, warnings, and all policy procedures like training, background checks. All these comes under administrative control. Next, another category is based. We will categorize controls as per functions, their functions and purposes. Directive controls, pre- preventive controls, detective controls, corrective controls, compensatory controls, and recovery, and deterrence also. There are seven controls. First, directive controls. Directive controls means we give the directions, warning. Like Corona, we government uh, comes with the directions and warnings that everyone wears mask and keep distances between one person to one person and 2 meters. All like it was the warning type, right? Just a second. Like in Corona, we have discussed that everyone should come with the vaccine certificate. In admin department was mandatory, right? So you have to show the certificate first, then you can enter in the permissions. Either there is a direction that no one can enter without identity card. You have to show first there, and you have to wear the identity card in the organization if you are in the premises. So all these are the directive controls. Then preventive controls, anything which prevents the any act, stop incident from happening, access control, security policies like you you lock your doors. So it was the preventive controls, right? Then detective, anything in happening in the organization, you have to detect first. Otherwise, you cannot give the response. So in detective controls, like seeing the log, SIM solutions, IDS, CCTVs, all these are the detective controls. Identifies an incident after it occurs, monitor. Okay. Next, Next, we'll corrective controls. Restore the system after an incident, like backup, patching, isolate the. Remember in Corona time, when some person is distinguished that yes, identified that this person is a. So what we do? Isolate that person in some places, like some one room for this, like it did, like this. So this is the corrective actions. And deterrent. Deterrent is the means you, so you have this warning sign like beware from the dogs, right? You have seen right that, and sometimes we put that warning type like you are under CCTV camera. So these are the deterrents. One more thing, we have when you are ins- you have installed CCTV, then you have to it is mandatory that you have to write the warning that you are under CCTV surveillance. If you are not writing, then you are spying the person. So it is very much required. Something like that. It is essential for the GDPR. You can say that. So it is deterrence and recovery. Brings system back to normal. Right? In Corona, 15 days, 20 days recovery time was there. When you have normal, then recovery time has been given that for the person. Then after 15 days, you can join the office. So this is the, you can relate that, right? There are so many examples you can relate with these scenarios. And compensatory control, when means when one control is not enough, then we put another control for this, right? Simply just you, you have login password, user ID and password. But MFA or two-factor authentication we have to, like OTP and other things. So it can, you can say that it is defense in depth also. Multiple levels of controls we are putting there, right? When similar same way that we are using the in our organizations, DLP with DRM. Okay? You cannot copy the information from the system. We have installed the DLP and the other thing DRM also. We have discussed DRM, right? It's the right minimums. So the rest of this directive, it is a mandatory warnings and all these directions. Preventives, it prevents like the some you have installed the lock in your door. All these, so I show your ID and then you can enter. Otherwise, you will stop. Physical guards is also there. You can he prevents to enter the premises. Detectives, what whatever is happening in the inside the organization, you have to vigilance for this. So we will do the law CCTV surveillance. See, there is a one thing I have to add. CCTV is under the detective also, physical also, right? Means when you read the question, so what is the essence of this? Means when you are see you have when you are reading the logs and all, so it will be the detective, right? And when you are um, monitoring or something like that, and you prevent something to enter someone from your premises, so it will be a preventive also, right? So when you will read the question, then CCTV, especially CTC for CCTV, it it is the very essential to see the what in the question they are asking. Corrective, what measures you have taken for mitigating, like patching, backup, all these. Deterrent, deterrence you cannot see, but it works invisible on like that. Recovery means back to the normal. These are the keywords. Compensating means one means multiple of controls you have put in. Means one fails, then another can say that. These are the controls. Yes, here we have seen that preventive stuff incident before it happens. Detective identify and alert when an incident happens. Corrective fix the issues after detection. Deterrence alternative measures when the primary controls are is it not possible. And preventive is just we install the firewalls, inscription, security policies, and all, right? Then alternative measures when primary controls is not possible. Deterrent, you can say. One other, there are so many multiple things you can move ahead. Clear now? So we will discuss some important things about the BNPT. BAPT is single word, or BNPT other, I mean two different things. Sometimes we ask, wish to say that BAPT. So this is the two different things: vulnerability assessment, and another is penetration testing. So if you are doing pen PT in your organization, so you have to take the permission first, right? You cannot start PT without signing the NDA and everything. Give me just 1 minute, please. Someone was door. I'm audible. Am I audible? So what we do in BA and PT? In BA, we will assess the uh, controls and scan the once let come came to know that what vulnerabilities is in the system are IT infra like servers, routers, switches, endpoints, each and every digital assets, right? And if we came to know that these are the vulnerabilities, you can say that loopholes, weakness, right? So when we are applying the controls, there is a very much important that you just monitor that your control is applied and it is working correctly either or some uh, something to need to fine tune and other things. If suppose if it is not working well as per the expectations, then you apply other controls. There are so many things. And in PT, we exploit those vulnerabilities, loopholes, weaknesses, and test the system, application, anything you can say that. So, but there is a very much essential before doing the PT, you just sign the NDA, right? Otherwise, it is not ethical. So, BAPT is a two types, internal and external. One, so BNPT is a, you can say that this is two types, internal, external. Internal, when you do BAPT, means within our organization, you have a login ID password, and you just sit in within the network, right? Suppose you have LAN 192.168.0 dot something. So you have to sit within the networks, means you have one user ID, login IP, means separate IP, and for testing the vulnerabilities, and you perform the test BNPT, right? Saraf sir, are you able to hear me? I'm audible. And in external BA, it is like a real scenario. Means you do the social engineering and perform from the outside the network, outside the organization, you can say. First of all, you reconnaissance, means gather the small chunks informations, right? Uh, there are so many things like quiz, and suppose you have IP address, then you can say that where it is registered, happening, other another things. What is the address? Who is the total plugs, IPs, and all you can all these and network, social engineering. You can say that. So what all the about the we will discuss more about later. Then here here are two things. Um, GT matrix. Have you seen GT matrix? Suppose you have to search some company about the some applications that what information is in public. So open the GT matrix and search www something like that xyz.com. Then it will give you all the available information which is available on the public at a one place. Ready, sir? You have told me that some practical examples. So this is the practical example when you are doing external BAPT, especially, then you open the GT matrix and do this thing. All the information you can collect from there. There are so many things and so many platforms, but this is the one. And another thing is blind testing and double blind testing. Remember, in the organizations, one is blue team, another is red team. There are two teams. Another team is also gray team, but we will talk about only two things teams: red team and blue team. Red team is offensive, blue team is defensive in the organization.